Now, Amy, just to outline first of all the presentation and discussion you had here at the Passenger Terminal Expo conference.
Sure. I enjoy the topic of the aging population and the impacts that it has on the airports in the U.S. And so what I wanted to just do is take a walk through a typical airport from the curb to the gates and all the impacts and the challenges that we face as airlines, as airports collectively with the aging population, and what some solutions can be, and just really start the conversation. I think this whole process, this whole session has been about, we need to talk about this because it's a very large problem.
A lot of countries are facing the same kind of issues, obviously, aging population, a lot of industries.
Sure.
And how they tackle it. Is there a case of not just in this forum, but actually across different industries as well, how they address this issue?
Absolutely, especially when it comes down to the baby boomer population in the U.S. As we say, it's a pig in the python. It does not just impact the airports and the airlines. It impacts anything. And so it is something that we definitely have to look at across the board. We'll feel it. Not only are there jobs that will be displaced when people retire, who will fill those jobs? It's a large issue that, frankly, we need to start talking about. Seriously.
And what sort of specifically for in the passenger terminal industry, airport industry, what are some of those challenges that presents?
It's everything from facility restraints, because if the passengers have a horrible experience when they fly as they age, they may not come back, and we have to continue to provide excellent customer service so that they know they can continue to travel on through however old they want to. By keeping our customers, we'll be able to just be successful going forward.
And it's more than just access, and for an aging population, an older person getting access to a terminal, getting to their flight. We often talk about technology, and before you would have said, well, that may be an issue, but obviously as this population gets older, they're quite technology savvy, and perhaps will be more confident with things that in the past we might have ignored.
Absolutely. It's amazing when, my mother, who's well into her 60s, she's on Facebook and on the internet more so than I am. And so we can start utilizing those tools. Other examples of presenters in our session today talked about how they can develop tools that will assist passengers who may or may not necessarily be immobile, but just need a little bit of extra help. I think it's certainly a wonderful avenue to take through this process.
As you say, it's a whole discussion here today in Geneva. Why is it so important for you to come here and share your thoughts, but then hear other people's as well?
Just because of the size of this problem. This is something that airlines, I think we typically have a short-term focus, and so being able to be a part of a discussion that could help our operation going forward is critical. Joining in with airports and consultants who also are facing the same issues and trying to find a solution, it's just a real dynamic opportunity, and this is a wonderful venue to have these discussions.
Yeah, you say about wonderful venue, wonderful opportunity, isn't it? I
yeah.
guess because of the types of people that are here and what you can take away from it in terms of just chatting with other people that you bump into as well.
Absolutely. These types of events allow conversations to happen with people that, frankly, you just might not be able to see on a day-to-day basis. Folks who are working in airports around the world to learn, to share experiences that you maybe don't have to have the same problem they do, and you can implement their solution and just save some of the grief. That sharing of information is critical and such a wonderful aspect of this conference.
Do you get time to look at the exhibition as well to see maybe what some of those technologies we talked about that are out there that may be able to assist in the sort of challenges you described?
Yes, I did. It's a wonderful exhibition hall. So many vendors with such great, exciting tools, software, different ways to look at the airport experience, be it from a facility or construction perspective to a security perspective. It really is a very comprehensive group of vendors.